when we did all of the new colors last year, every single month people were saying, oh, the new color is going to be white, it's going to be white. I'm like, but white's not a new color in Distress. We already have Picket fence in every medium except the ink pad. And that is because for me, I wanted, if I'm going to do a Distress ink pad in white, it needs to be just like a Distress ink pad, which means even though it's a pigment, I don't want that squishy foam, I don't want that glycerin, I want a felt pad that is going to be a white felt pad. I want it to, it took them about 1.5 years to do this. It's not available in a mini. I have no plans on making it into a mini because it's a pigment. You need enough surface to have that pigment spread across the surface. So there is a re-inker available. It is not in a glass amber bottle because it has a mixing ball and you have to shake it up, and I found that the mixing ball, it didn't break the bottle, it broke the dropper. So it's in a plastic bottle that you can shake up. But what's cool about this is it is just like Distress. It goes right on the surface. If I wet it, it's going to wick the same way the ink does, so it travels out. It gives me the ability to blend it. So if I want to go in and use an ink blending tool with this, I can blend the exact same way.
But it's pigment, not dye.
It's a pigment. But once you put it on the surface, it's dry. So unlike a glycerin-based pigment that's going to smudge every time you touch it or heat set it, it's dry as soon as it hits the surface, but still reactive with water. And when you stamp with it, I mean, it stamps. Yeah, it's really cool. Because everything that Distress does, that's what I wanted this ink to do. So, I mean, you can see I'm like aggressive on a stamp. You do that with a pigment pad, it's game over. Oh yeah, your stamp is, you know it. I've never been a fan of pigment ink because it's a hot mess. Every time I use it, it's everywhere, right? I'm using a fancy stamping block, as in I'm too lazy at this point to take it off of the sheet. But you'll get the idea, okay? It works, it does. So it gives me perfect detail when I stamp with it. Great opacity. It still will allow me that slight bit of open time if I want to emboss it. I can emboss it. If I wanted to blend it, I can quickly go in and try to smudge some of that out, but it's not going to smear the way a glycerin-based pigment does. It will just soften it. Everything that you know about Distress inks, that's exactly what Picket fence does. It does everything it does. It's really, really cool. So different. So there is your Picket fence Distress ink pad. It exists. And this was actually ready last year. It was. I thought it was really, no, I just thought it was going to confuse everyone. If we had like the color of the month, and it would be like the color of the month and a Picket fence ink pad, to be like, what? Like, where's the rest of it? You already have it. So yeah, so now it's here, so people can use it. I mean, it's really great to use on top of the colors or to stamp on background. So thanks everyone.